A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stain. Something under. It doesn't. It's not too late. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol. And God, you don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him and then falls back again, limp and defeated by sleep.
I'm afraid.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death.
Well, judging by...
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. There's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very... This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but... At least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Look, he's trying to communicate.
Silence. Oh, he wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul. If he's got principle. What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
All you observe.
This is the...
Don't you mean Frissa?
You do not speak his name. Craven.
There's something you missed. You will get...
race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It has
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words? Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now. There's something else in there. There has to be. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're shit out of luck fishing around right now. You're drowning.
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the furrows lost.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It has happened.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It has.
Right to work! Right to work! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously...
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker. What's it to you? Big mess. caused by Union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
The man has turned his attention elsewhere.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockade.
Why not? I see numerous
Pity.
Let us work!
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment, dude. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. Wiretapping, telescope, or calling in tactical air support.
because we.
I get it. Hush hush about this.
Something changes.
Alright, I may have some advice for you on how. First, don't fight him. Obviously. Second, get.
Your race descent has only worsened since
Ask what kind of races there are first.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic.
you are of. There are 3 categories. Those I receive, you know them by the Maun or the Vesper time. The other law overproduction, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk. Occidental type. The Areopage, the latter.
Nature was not capable of more.
You need
Yeah, you have to have context, you know.
type B to an unpinkness, the Koiko. Revacholians tips, the F are a lesser race. The Mosquito is born. Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimir. The Koiko, this will.
There is a strange sadness in his tone. A less than heroic melancholy this time.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious. And so is its dark.
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look of.
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you need to internalize what you have heard here today. Then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibert.
looking for...
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like... Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Behind the hatch sits a cube like the speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is good. Please repeat the password. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder fortress.
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Still no. Still no. Received fortress accident. Is there anything else I could thank you?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the frame.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up, yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaust.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently right. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know? You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center.
If the Whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarifies.
Yes?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight. They itch. The itch is so...
All natural materials, see?
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No. couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the... Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
G'day to you, officers. It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes? Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
The worn and beaten...
We can see...
You can revisit the bench if you...
Officer, the missile...
A man so principled about his... You really do. Now, unleash the fury. Say one of these fascist or communist things, or fuck off.
What the hell are you talking about?
No time to bring him in. Just keep your...
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He won't.
Good. Rene's on board too. Time to take back the streets. Right-wing populism. Here we come.
Now you are talking sense, son. All four of us working as a group.
Whatever you're selling there...
I'm actually already a member in a group tasked to keep the streets safe. You are too. We call ourselves the police.
What do you mean?
Ignore him. You are addressing the entire group now.
Agreed. What about the...
Oh my God. Stop this scheming and just demand the sandwich.
Oh, all that for a sandwich?
God damn it. I thought I had you measured. But you...
Manipulating his patriotic impulses like... Just an ordinary war. Nothing. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look at...
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. The display rack is brimming with a sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover. Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of This large map, Ozon, in the northeast, radiating outwards from you. You can, lost, the ocean break connections. You have little, perhaps they are gods. Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. A very influential historical figure. But surely the book is also very daring. The author, perhaps for a layman, deep certainly.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. This bookstore is not strictly about...
Sir, please, I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Amidst the various books, you find one written by... The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway. Wholeness, unity, balance. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then the book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head increases with, suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to... The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young bird. Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool. It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pail. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pail and leave them there. Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver for general health and well-being. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind. This is exactly what you... I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper. But this pale territory, there's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital...
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough.
Yes?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Oh, dear. I'm not sure where to begin. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out, and I hope I've been useful. Surely things can't be that.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
You know where we are, right? Now. We are alive in a hostel called the Whirling Inn. Yes, and oh my, how would I even begin to tell? I haven't seen very many other cities personally. Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? Perhaps, dear, perhaps.
She is perturbed by your not knowing what year it is, but not by your mention of the apocalypse. The lieutenant studies you. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? And outside, spring rain seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets and into grated storm drains, all the way down into the...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie, it's really not. There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. It is quite disappointing, yes. Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You didn't do very well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm someone more educated in sweeping matters, maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either.
Of course. Then, I don't know, someone rich maybe. Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. But thank you, sweetie. You did make me forget about my worries for a while.